You can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. And so if you'd like to listen in a still position, just allow yourself to take all the time that you need to arrive there. And let yourself fidget, adjust, stretch, or move in whatever ways your body wants to move. Just doing your best to not think about the movements or worry about what they look like, but just letting your body move you in the ways that intuitively feel good in your bones, muscles, and joints. And if what feels best in your body at any time is stillness, then honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. And again, there's no rush whatsoever. You can keep moving throughout this practice anytime you have the need to. But at any point, if you haven't already, you can make your way to a still position if that's how you'd like to listen today. Just checking in that your spine is nice and straight in whatever position you've chosen. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow the eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take a moment now to mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full, intentional, cleansing breath. Calling in fresh, new air into the body as you watch yourself fill up to every corner and edge of you. As you just hold that for a moment once you're full, to just stay and experience this sense of fullness in the body. And then without straining, as you need to, slowly let all of that go. Exhaling bit by bit, as you gently pull the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale, to really push that last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here, to now sit and experience this sense of emptiness in the body, and allowing your next breath to come to you as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe in this slow and exaggerated way for as long as it feels good and helpful to you. And at any point, if you haven't already, you may release this guidance over your breath altogether and allow yourself to step into that role of the observer or the witness. Coming into that perspective where you are no longer guiding your breath, but you are simply watching as your body breathes you. Remembering that our body does breathe all on its own without any of your direction or doing. Even when you're in a deep state of sleep, your body breathes you. And so seeing if you can just witness that fact, the same way you would witness any other force of nature. Not trying to change anything about what you are witnessing, but simply witnessing. Watching as each gentle breath comes and goes, just like waves as they roll up along the shoreline. And making note for yourself of any areas of tension that you feel in the body. Any areas of holding or resistance, maybe in the hands or the shoulders, maybe in the pelvic floor or the stomach, maybe in the jaw or the nostrils even, the forehead or the ears. Just scanning your own body and finding those areas where tension is gathering. And then from that point of awareness of the tension, exhaling into those spaces and communicating to your body through your exhales that now is a time to soften, to let go, to allow yourself to exist exactly as you already do. Reminding yourself that there is absolutely nothing else that you should be doing right now. And that this is exactly where you are meant to be, simply because you are here. And so even if it's just for a moment, allow your body to soften fully into this moment. As you start to let some of your attention come now into your heart center. As you start to tune in to the rhythm of your own heartbeat, feeling that steady background beat to every single moment of your life. Remembering how this heart has been pumping life into you from before you were even breathing air. This heart has been fueling your body and your life from the time you were created in your mother's womb up to this exact moment. And this heart will continue to pump life and love into you for as long as you exist in this body. And so taking a moment to remind yourself that this is a gift. This is a gift that comes included in this life for us all. And this heart is your direct line of connection to whatever source or force you believe allows all of our hearts to beat, allows all of life to exist as it does. And so you never need anybody else to facilitate your connection to that source or force or spirits or whatever it is, whatever higher powers you believe in, if any at all, or maybe just energy. You are innately connected to that force simply by being alive. And there's nothing that you can say or do that will strip you of this connection. Again, this is a gift that comes included in our existence. And so if you ever come across anyone who tries to convince you that you need them in order to have this connection, you can just let that be a cue for you to turn your attention back to your own source of connection and to never give that power away to anyone else. And also knowing that you have permission to reclaim that power at any time if you have given it away in the past. But all of us will move through phases where we feel this connection so strongly and so powerfully within us. Phases where we feel bright and whole and connected, motivated, inspired, and passionate. And all of us will also move through phases where we feel the opposite of all of those things, where we feel in the dark, disconnected, and lost, perhaps. And both of those extremes are a part of being human. They are a part of the human experience. And so whenever you enter a darker phase in life, just know that that does not mean you are being punished. It doesn't mean you're a bad person or that you've done anything wrong. It simply means that you are human and you will move through dark phases. And we are not meant to escape all of the bad things in life and only ever feel good all of the time. We are simply meant to move through the phases that life presents us with as much grace and acceptance and patience as we can at the time. And the moon can be a very helpful reminder when we find ourselves being hard on ourselves or punishing ourselves further when we already feel bad. When the moon is in the shadows, we don't assume there's anything wrong with the moon. We don't think that the moon is being punished because it's not reflecting any light right now. We just know that the moon moves through phases. And on one end of the extreme, that moon is bright and whole, and it shines light for others in the darkness. And on the other end of that extreme, we have the new moon, where it is in the darkness. It is still there, but it is not reflecting any light. It is hiding. And the moon will never be stuck in darkness. It will never be stuck being full of light. It will always move through all of these phases. And so will you. Just like everything else in nature, we will have seasons of growth where we bloom and shine, and other seasons of death and decay. And we need both. We need all phases, because we would not know true light without knowing true darkness. And so we can learn to have an appreciation for the darker phases of our life. Just knowing that the darker phases do allow us to more fully appreciate the brightness and the lighter phases of life that are always on the way to you. All of the good things that you will feel in the future are coming to you right now. And so you can bring some of your attention back to your heart if it's left. And just allow your entire body to soften into the comfort and support that is in your heart. Allowing your muscles to physically soften around all of this love that you possess. As you remember that your heart is innately connected to every single inch of your body. And you have the power to think through this loving lens, to see yourself and the world around you through this love in your heart, to listen and to speak from this loving perspective, and to take in the world around you and the world within you with a little bit more patience, grace, and understanding. And you can bring some of your attention to the palms of both of your hands. As you maybe feel a sense of a heartbeat in the palms of both hands. Remembering that your hands have the power to heal and to create through this love that is within you, that will never go anywhere. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can just let the pulse of each hand be drawn toward each other. As you let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingertips to one another, as you allow your heart to lift toward your thumbs, as your thumbs press back toward your heart. As you just feel all of this power that is generated through you. as you take one final deep and full breath into the body, allowing yourself to get as full as you can. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all that you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. Just taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you.